Alright, let's move on to tactic 3. Streamline your process to remove friction. Here's something you might not realize. Every extra step in your sales process creates friction. Every unanswered question, vague next step, or clunky handoff gives your client a reason to pause. And when the client pauses, deals stall. The smoother and simpler you make your process, the faster deals close. Period. Think of it this way. Your process should feel like sliding down a greased up water slide. Once your prospect steps in, there's only one way they're going forward. Today, I'll show you how to identify friction points, simplify your steps, and create a sales process that moves prospects effortlessly towards yes. Let me tell you a story about Samantha. As a SaaS account executive, Samantha was working a huge deal, a $50,000 contract with a mid-sized firm. The demo went well, the client loved the product, and all that was left was getting the proposal out. Samantha sent the 11-page proposal as a PDF loaded with technical jargon, 3 pricing options, and a long implementation plan. Then she emailed the client, "Here's the proposal. Let me know what you think." Do you know what happened? Crickets, silence. She got ghosted. When she finally followed up 2 weeks later, the client said, "Honestly, we liked the product, but the proposal was overwhelming. We didn't have time to sort through all of the details." Here's the problem. Samantha made the decision too hard. The client didn't know which option to choose, the proposal wasn't clear about next steps, and instead of creating momentum, it created confusion. The deal died, not because the product wasn't great, but because Samantha made the process too complicated. Here's what I told Samantha. Your job as a salesperson is to make it easy for the clients to move forward, not hard. Let's break this down. If you want to remove friction and streamline your sales process, follow these 3 steps. Step 1. Simplify the decision with a 2-option close. One of the biggest friction points in sales is overwhelming the client with too many options. You think you're being helpful, but you're actually creating indecision. Here's the solution, the 2-option close. Here's how it works. Instead of sending a long list of options, give the client 2 clear choices. Option A, the most straightforward solution that solves their immediate need. Option B, an upgraded version that adds extra value. Here's a script you can use. I've outlined 2 options for you. Option A solves your main pain point, and option B includes additional feature and value. Which one feels like a better fit? This does 2 things. 1, it simplifies the decision making process. 2, it keeps the client focused on choosing, not delaying. Less friction, faster decisions, more wins. Here's my challenge. On your next proposal, offer 2 options only. Keep it clear, simple, and easy for the client to say yes. Step 2. End every call with a specific, time-bound next step. Here's where most reps drop the ball. They let calls or emails end with vague phrases like, "Let me know when you're ready." That's friction. You're leaving the timeline up to the client, and most of the time, they'll drift off or get distracted. Your job? Take control of the next step. Be clear, specific, and time bound. Here's what it looks like. Instead of, "Let me know when you had a chance to look at the proposal," say, "I'll send the proposal today. Let's reconnect tomorrow at 2 p.m. to review it together. Does that work for you?" Or, instead of, "Let me know if you have any questions," say, "I'll follow up on Thursday to see if you have any questions or feedback." Sounds good? These micro commitments keep the deal moving. You're giving the client clear next steps and you're staying in control of the process. Make this a rule. Never let a call or an email in without locking in the next steps. Step 3. Time box your meetings to keep momentum. Finally, let's talk about time boxing your meetings. Long, drawn out calls are momentum killers. Clients don't have time and you don't either. Here's what to do. 1. At the start of every call, set a clear time limit. Example, "I've got 20 minutes today to focus on solving X. Let's dive in and make the most of it." 2. Stick to a timeline. Wrap up with the next steps before time runs out. Why does this work? It respects the client's time. It keeps the conversation focused and productive. It creates a sense of urgency to make decisions faster. Time boxing shows that you are efficient, prepared, and in control. Prospects appreciate it and it keeps momentum alive. Here's your challenge. On your next call, set a time limit up front and stick to it. Watch how smoother and faster things move along. Take a minute to reflect. 1. Where are the friction points in your process? Is it in your proposal, follow ups, or meetings? 2. Are you making it easy for your clients to say yes, or are you slowing them down? Be honest, because once you find those friction points, you can fix them. Let's bring this all together. Today we talked about how speed is the greatest weapon in sales. You learned 3 key tactics to dominate the speed game and close deals faster. Tactic 1. Respond first. Set the tone and take control. Speed builds trust and positions you as the reliable choice. Use templates, automation, and time blocks to respond faster than your competition. Tactic 2. Create urgency that feels like an opportunity. Tie urgency to your client's goals. Use real deadlines with value and set micro commitments to keep the deals moving forward without pressure. Tactic 3. Streamline your process to remove friction. Simplify decisions with the 2-option close. Always end calls with a clear next step and time box your meetings to keep momentum alive. Here's your challenge this week. Implement one of these tactics on your next sales call or follow up. Whether it's responding to leads within 30 minutes, tying urgency to value, or locking in clear next steps, you have to take action. Track the results and see how much faster your deals move. The speed game isn't about rushing, it's about being prepared, proactive, and sharp. Sales is a battlefield, and speed is your edge to win.